Buy cheap and safe NBA 2K22 MT at NBA2King.com. You can use code Excapar, that's EXCAPAR, for 5% off your entire purchase. Alrighty, so we are back scrolling through 2KDB with point guards include secondary positions selected to pick out the top 10 best point guards in the game. Now remember, we don't rank these lists 1 through 10 or 10 through 1. We just go ahead and pick out the guys that I think are in the top 10, and then you guys can rank them yourself if you have fun. I just think that these are the top 10 PGs. You're going to be good with all of them, so there's really no point in ranking them individually after that. Just my opinion. Anyway, like if you guys do enjoy, comment what you guys think. Leave your own top 10 list down in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys think I dropped any, but I like this list. These are 10 cards that I love, and hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Anyway, let's start it out with maybe a controversial pick, and it is this Diamond Larry Hughes. But hear me out if you don't agree. I think that this Larry Hughes is up here in the top 10 as long as we're considering him when you badge him up. I don't do this really with a lot of cards, but I think this Larry Hughes has such a stark difference between, you know, his normal and his badged up version that it's just actually kind of crazy. I mean, the dude already has good finishing, and we have that 80 driving dunk with boost. He's got good speed. He gets a 99 perimeter defense with the Steph Curry boost, and it's just crazy on defensive end. And I mean, look at this. Ankle braces, ball stripper, clamps, interceptor, menace, pickpocket. Absolutely insane in the Hall of Fame. Has good badges there for playmaking. Has jump shot 84 on quick, which still is a little slow. I saw that, but I honestly have had a lot of fun with it. That shoot the dribble side with the IT combo is just crazy. Love the 80 contest shot tendency. But once you come out here, you give yourself a a posterizer, a giant slayer. I think Deadeye and Sniper are the two badges that I added onto mine, as well as a brick wall. This Larry Hughes becomes an absolute demon because not only is he absolutely locked down, he plays playmaking really well. He can still get to the basket and finish, and his jumper is slightly slow, but it's super easy to time because of that. I just absolutely love this Larry Hughes. The dude is an absolute demon, at least for me. I just love what he does on the defensive end. Next up is my man Ja Morant, and it's just because this Ja Morant card is just so fun to use. Man, we're talking about a 6'3" guy with a 6'7" wingspan, which is actually pretty great. We have amazing finishing, actually a really good shooter as well. Has Hall of Fame sniper, limitless catch and shoot, and limitless or mismatch expert. Love to see that. I would add a blinders though. Has quick first step and floor general. Even comes with Hall of Fame clamps and some actually really good defense, but you do have to add blinders. But Ja Morant has that Paul George jumper, the shifty dribble style with that Derrick Rose signature combo. It's just such a good duo. Honestly, shifty or quick mixed with that D-Rose signature combo is just always so good. You get beautiful bursts, and actually has an 85 contest shot tendency, which is pretty crazy. But this Ja Morant is just one of those cards that I think is super fun because the Paul George jumper is really easy to time, really easy to get open with, and really easy to just green in general. And then you mix a 96 speed with Hall of Fame quick first step, some of the best dribbling and some of the best finishing you can get on a card, and it's just always a fun attack in the basket with this Ja Morant. Also, look at that, we got comments now. That's kind of cool. Next is my man Dwyane Wade, another absolutely insane slasher. Now, some people don't love this Dwyane Wade because he has that slasher dribble style, which I do get, but I honestly haven't really found too many problems with him. He's got that D-Wade jumper on that normal time, which is pretty great. We are including the Evo version because obviously a 79 3-point shot on our PG, it's not great. But then we add this Evo up here, get him to a 96, 6'4 PG with a 6'10 wingspan, a 90 shot 3 now, and he gets Hall of Fame sniper, a bunch of really good shooting badges, already a good slasher as you would expect with D-Wade, and the defense goes crazy, especially that 90 block. The amount of chase down blocks that this Dwyane Wade gets is absolutely crazy, and I actually haven't noticed a severe lack of bursting. Like, there's definitely some situations where he doesn't burst as much as he would if he had like quick or shifty or something like that, but even that slash dribble style and that D-Wade combo, he's actually a great, super fun card. The jumper's clean, getting to the basket is super easy, and Dwyane Wade, again with those chase down blocks, goes dummy. Next up is my man LaMelo Ball, 6'6" PG with a 6'10 wingspan, and again that slasher dribble style, so he will feel a little bit clunkier than you would love, and jump shot 81 is still a little bit on that medium speed. But we're talking about a 6'6" guy who has Hall of Fame interceptor playing at point guard, has crazy good playmaking, is a really good shooter, especially when you get open. Love this guy for clutch time. Out of posterizer, and he's one of the best finishers in the game. Still has an 89 speed at 6'6", and it's just super fun. I personally use this LaMelo Ball for quite a bit in my starting lineup with this Curry coach boost, and the dude could play great defense. He was playmaking like amazing. Could still get to the basket and dunk at everybody, and it was just an absolute demon of a shooter. Sometimes if you don't add brick wall, he can get pumped in the paint, but I threw on rim protector, intimidator, and brick wall into mine, and it was a piece of cake guarding people in a post. Next up is Lonzo Ball. I think we all kind of know it at this point. 6'6", 6'7" wingspan, shifty dribble style, Allen Iverson signature combo. That Trae Young behind the back is pretty solid, and the Lonzo Ball jumper on normal with pretty decent tendencies. Yeah, Lonzo Ball we like because the dude can shoot it, although it is a slow jumper, so be careful. It definitely would add a dead eye, but has crazy good playmaking, crazy good defense, is 6'6", and can still slash to the basket like crazy. Lonzo Ball, one of the best point guards of the game. It's really not even up for debate. This dude is just a demon, and if you pick him up, you know what we're talking about. Especially 95 shot three, whew, is crazy. Next up is Ben Simmons. Now, I really tossed around putting Ben Simmons on this list because if we're being honest, the dude has the Ben Simmons jumper only on normal, and he has that power dribble style. But the squad liner behind the back, not bad. Defensive tendencies, the interception's good, but nothing else is too crazy. Personally, I actually think this Ben Simmons works better as a power forward because if you do run a perimeter centric, a 67 shot three with a shoe, you can get that up to a 70, and with a 70, you can actually hit threes in the corner if people leave you open. But I mean, looking at it, this guy is so good defensively, so good at getting at the basket, and has such a good speed that honestly, if you are good with timing your shots, this Ben Simmons will be an absolute demon. Obviously, we don't have any crazy shooting badges, but the dude is so good, you know, at getting to the basket, dunking at everybody, and playing absolutely godly defense that I threw him in there. And I know it's going to be a case of like, he's not going to be too great for you on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, guarding those other opposing point guards, yeah, it's going to be a good time. And if you are a interesting fellow, I guess we'll say, paint mashing and pumping other PGs, if you find that fun, this Ben Simmons is great at that. Next up is Jalen Rose, 6'8" PG with a 7-foot wingspan. And Jalen Rose is just that guy who's good at everything. Now, slightly lacking on the defensive end. Wish he could have brick wall, but give him an intimidator and protector, and you're looking fine, man. Has a great defensive, you know, all around, you know, stats and all that sort of stuff. Playmaking is great. He can shoot pretty nice. He has jump shot 32, which I actually kind of like. It's that Lonnie Walker, Trevor Ariza, Rajon Rondo, maybe Eric Bledsoe, Nick Anderson. I like the jumper. I think it's super nice. Or if you are unsure if you want to use this Jalen Rose, pick up his Ruby token, you know, reward card. Just take a few shots, see if you like the jumper. And if you don't, boom, you don't have to get him. Or if you use Brian Winters, that card was a demon of a shooter. Has that quick dribble style, which is always nice. The quad liner behind the back, pretty solid as well. And Jalen Rose, just at 6'8", being able to do everything that he can as well as he can, is always going to be a dub. He's a super fun card. Just sometimes can feel a little bit lacking on the defensive end, but as long as you give him a sniper and a posterizer offensively, oh, maybe even hyperdrive as well, he's going to be a crazy, crazy good card. Next up is James Harden, just one of those guys who is super shifty. If you know some of the more unconventional ways to get open, you know, using some hop steps and some tricky moves, this James Harden can be one of the most fun cards in the game to get into the lab with and just try out different combos. 6'5", 6'10" wingspan as well, as you would expect. Harden jumper, Harden dribble style, and some Harden moves, and bad defense. But luckily, he still has, you know, the same kind of defense that he had on his glitched and his diamond, which is still just good enough. Has great shooting. I mean, Hall of Fame sniper, limitless, deadeye, shaft, blinders, catch and shoot. I mean, come on, it's gonna be crazy. He can still get to the basket. The 94 speed is great. Awesome defense, including an 82 interior, which we just love to see. And Hall of Fame quick chain is really nice. Again, Harden's not going to be one of those super cheesy, you know, quick dribble style kind of guys, you know, dribbling around like maybe a Terry would. But if you know how to mix in some hop steps and some pretty tricky moves that maybe not other people use as much, this dude can be super fun to use. And Harden's jumper this year is finally good, so you got to shut him out when it's like that. Next up is my man Derrick Rose, 6'3", 6'8" wingspan, and it's very similar to John Morant. He's just fun to get to the basket with. 98 speed, 98 acceleration, and 98 speed with ball with Hall of Fame quick for stepping downhill is crazy good. Awesome defense as well. Sad that you can't add a brick wall to him. It would have actually been insane. And as you would expect with Derrick Rose, the dude is a demon when it comes to just getting to the hoop and dunking at everybody. And his 89 shot three with the Derrick Rose jumper actually has a pretty good, like green window and stuff like that, which is awesome to see. He has the quick dribble style, which is obviously one of the best in the game. With that Derrick Rose signature combo, it just goes dummy. It goes crazy. It's just so good. Super fun. Love that Trae Young behind the back. Defensive tendencies are actually better than you would expect with a Derrick Rose. A good, decent contest shot, good on-ball steal, and good pass interception. And all around, if you had fun back with this flashed, you know, diamond, trust me, this Opal Derrick Rose is that just on roids. It is a super fun card. And last but not least, I think we all kind of expected him here. It's Dark Matter Gary Payton, 6'4", 6'7" wingspan. Sadly, that jump shot 40 on the normal timing is kind of trash, but Scotty behind the back, shifty dribble style, and the Westbrook combo is great. Some of the best defensive tendencies you really find on any court in the game right now. Insane defense, and I mean, just look at all of these Hall of Fame defensive badges on your point guard. It goes crazy. If you want a point guard who can provide you with some good, offense, but really it's just kind of in there to absolutely lock everybody up and play make really well, Gary Payton is your guy, but he's like 3,000 cards, so I'm going to assume me and most of you probably will not see this Gary Payton on their lineup maybe ever in 2K, let alone anytime soon. So let me know what you think about my personal top 10 list. Again, these are not ranked 1 through 10 or 10 through 1. These are just the 10 best PGs that I think are in the game right now. There are, again, this year, a lot of really good cards. Some of these lists can be pretty hard to find or just make, but let me know your personal top 10 list down in the comment section below. Like if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. We are on that road to 15K subscribers. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.